Prologue. There's nothing worse than staring at a blank page with no idea how to start filling it. I'd been there for about 2 months, deadlines looming at breakneck speed, and a writer's block like I'd never experienced before. I'd isolated myself in the beach house, no phones, no TV, no internet, no computers, just an old typewriter and a car that allowed me to go grocery shopping weekly. Otherwise, complete seclusion, with days mostly spent on the back terrace, amidst the roar of the winter sea waves saturating the air with saltiness, and the blank paper sheets, which I was already beginning to regard with some despair. In 2 months, I hadn't written a single decent line, and with just a month left until the book deadline, I barely had time to write, let alone outline a story. I was fully aware of how serious it would be to fail, of how much was expected of me, and it was precisely that fear that seemed to block me even more. That day wasn't any different from any other since I had voluntarily exiled myself to that place. I was on the terrace under the winter sun and the gentle cool breeze that passed by, but I couldn't appreciate them, so absorbed and obsessed I was with the blank sheet of paper in front of me. Then something caught my attention in the corner of my eye, a slight movement that wasn't there before. I shifted my gaze in that direction and saw her emerging from the dunes, walking confidently on the sand of this deserted beach. She stopped where the dunes turned into the sandy beach, took off all her clothes, and walked naked towards the water. She didn't seem bothered by the cool breeze or daunted by the roughness of the waves. I watched her from a distance, not seeing more than the silhouette she presented to the sea and her delight in it. Then she came out, walked back up the shore to where she had left her clothes, and laid down, still wet, on the sand, waiting for the sun to dry her up. Finally, she got up, shook off the sand, got dressed, and left. That moment fascinated me. She was distant enough that I couldn't see her clearly, nor distinguish clothes, or even her naked form, when she went into the water, but close enough that I could follow her movements. And it was when she left that I decided to write these lines.